Yo! And then there were four. The NFL playoffs divisional round has wrapped up, and we are heading to Championship Sunday. And unfortunately, Madden got another one wrong, third one in a row, and second in the playoffs. But hey, Madden has a chance to redeem itself this week because we're similing both the AFC and NFC championship games. This one is going to be the NFC championship game, the one that kicks it off on Sunday at 2 Central. And for the third time in 4 years, it's going to be San Francisco heading back to the NFC championship game, taking on the team that hasn't been there since 2017. Last time they made it to the Super Bowl as well, the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's head out to Philly and let's get this game started. So at the moment, we got nice weather.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Birds. All that and more. Coming up next.
Philadelphia, they start off the year red hot.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a good
But they started off red hot, but then mid-season, late season, they started to stumble, cool off, getting got hurt, injured. They stumbled, but they were able to get that final win at the end of the regular season to claim home field advantage throughout the playoffs. While San Francisco had a rough start. They started with Trey Lance in Chicago, got lost in the monsoon. Following week, he breaks his foot, his ankle. He's done for the season. Jimmy G, biggest question of them all during the offseason. Was he going to stay? Was he going to go? Were they going to trade him? Good thing they kept him. And then he comes in, relief, and then midway through the season, a little more than midway, he gets hurt. And then here comes their third string quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. And he hasn't lost since. They started 3-4. They've been on a winning streak since, and it's been incredible. So, we're going to take a look at the NFC playoffs so far. We're going to take a look how San Francisco and Philadelphia got here. We're going to take a look at the NFC championship game, some fun facts, and then, of course, my predictions as we see how this game turns out.
Get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him a starter.
For me, as a Packer fan, it's a little heartbreaking and disappointing not to see my team in the postseason and playing in the NFC playoffs. But yet, it's also a big sigh of relief that, you know what, I don't have to worry about watching my team disappoint me yet again. You know?
He's going to hope that is not a sign of things to come.
I'm young to some extent. I've watched Brett Favre and I've watched Aaron Rodgers, and it's been unrealistic how much success the Packers have had. I know I'm digressing from this, but I just gotta get this out. You had, when the Packers were first founded in 1919, it took them 10 years till they won their first NFL championship. And back then, it was just a team with the best record. 2029, 2028, and 2029, 2030, and 2031. Packers won 3 straight NFL championships because they had the best record. A championship game wasn't in place until 2032. 1932. I mean, and that's because I think at the time it wasn't Detroit, Chicago.
Make sure that everything stays in front and run up there and make the tackle. They did everything exactly right, except making the tackle.
Anyways, there was a virtual tie. Green Bay was also up there, but they had one too many ties or whatever, and therefore they were out of championship contention. They had a one-game playoff that determined the championship, and then boom, the championship game was born the next year in 1933.
And the grab by Croft.
But I mean, Green Bay had success, you know, since day one more or less. They had success in the 20s, in the 30s, and in the 40s. Okay. Early to mid 40s, I think. Late 40s, 50s, they sucked. They stank. Then they got Vince Lombardi. The 60s was his decade. The Packers regained their glory. They won 5 more championships to bring their goal to 6, including the first 2 Super Bowls. But then,
as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game,
and the 80s.
showing off those wheels.
Sure, they made the playoffs at least once. In 72 and 80, 83, whichever the
on first down, it's Purdy.
I think it might have been the lead streak in the, ironically. And they still managed to not lose a home playoff game in those 2 years. But still, dark, dark days. And it wasn't until 92 we started turning things around. New regime and Ron Wolf and Mike Holmgren. Wolf got his quarterback. He traded for Brett Favre, and the rest they say is history. Favre. Don Mikowski gets hurt, Favre comes in, boom. They finally make the playoffs. They make, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. 6 straight years the Packers made the playoffs. 2 Super Bowl berths and 1 victory, But then they missed the playoffs in 99, 2000. They get back 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. 4 straight years they made the playoffs, and then 5 and 6 they missed. They went through another coaching change, but 2007, 2007 make the playoffs, 13-3, NFC Championship game, and played vulnerability. But in the year 2007, we saw confidence in Aaron Rodgers. And Rodgers took over. Defense sucked. Choked their way. They didn't make the playoffs that losing season in 08. But then they went on a playoff run in 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 8 straight years they made the playoffs. With a Super Bowl berth and victory. So.
And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And then they missed the playoffs 2 years in a row in 17 and 18. They get a new coach. 3 straight 13-win seasons, 2 NFC Championship berths, but nothing to show for it. So I mean, I look at all the success, chances, opportunities the Packers have had, and all it is 2 Super Bowls. But yet, I'll take those 2 Super Bowl victories in a heartbeat. Because in that same time span, since the Packers won Super Bowl 31,
from the 36,
Dallas Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl. They haven't been to an NFC Championship game, as you can see. Since there's San Francisco 49ers. You know, they've been to the Super Bowl twice since '96. Okay, lost both times. The other three teams in the NFC North. You know, Vikings, Lions. Lions still haven't won a playoff game since '91 season. Minnesota can't get back to the Super Bowl since the '70s. The Bears, they got to the Super Bowl since '85, back in 2006, but then they lost.
Work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You know.
They will run for the first time with Miles
if we're just sticking
Sanders.
straight in the NFC. Because since Super Bowl 31, since the Packers won their first Super Bowl in 28 years, and they won Super Bowl 31.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
On the NFC side,
here's Hurts to throw.
Yeah, the Packers have won 2 Super Bowls since 31. Okay. On the NFC side, the Rams, the Giants.
It's always up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables.
Those are the only 2 other teams, I think, back in this thing off the top of my head, that have won a Super Bowl for the NFC. Because there was a span that the NFC produced a different team in the Super Bowl.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
For like a 10-year span and so forth. But I mean, it was.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt.
The Rams have won 2 Super Bowls since.
1st and 10.
Tampa Bay, I forgot about Tampa Bay has won 2 Super Bowls since, so okay, that's 3 other teams. Giants, Tampa Bay, the Rams, Green Bay. Seattle's been to 3, but only won once. San Francisco's been to 2, they lost both. AFC side's been thriving.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
I kind of
taking
digress.
A shot for Samuel. And that will be
I don't know why I'm going on this team. Maybe it's because how many blown opportunities the Green Bay Packers have had. And like, everyone says, oh, Packers are so lucky, but it's like, you know how much heartbreak? It's like, yes, we've seen success. But there's only been one team in that time span that has had the most success, and that's New England. Okay. From 2001, you can include the '96 season.
Good for 16 and a first.
Okay. You can include the '96 season.
So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
I think if you include the '96 season, there's only two AFC teams now that have only appeared in the Super Bowl once, and the rest are familiar foes. No, 3 teams have only had one appearance.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right.
New England has made, since Super Bowl 31, there's been, what, 26 Super Bowls since then? 27, to include 31. New England, Tennessee, Oakland, the Raiders, the Titans, the Raiders, and Cincinnati, the Bengals, are the only 3 teams to represent the AFC once in that time span in the Super Bowl. Oh, intercepted by
intercepted.
Otherwise, he had
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the
Patriots, the Colts, the Broncos, the Steelers, the Ravens.
knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity?
That's
And the
5.
second part of that is when you're
I
a
say
young
Chiefs.
quarterback, you
I
are
say
going to stand
Patriots,
out
Steelers,
targets.
Broncos.
Oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you
Patriots,
full field
Steelers,
reads as
Broncos,
well. Makes it a
Ravens,
little bit
Chiefs.
tougher for him.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time
Really
out,
only been
they
5.
had to punt it
Oh,
away.
Indianapolis.
This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
No, I said Colts. Oh man, I would have to write this down. I'm sorry.
So good starting
But
field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd
So
and 9.
I kind of digress. Okay,
Throwing is Hurts.
but
Got a man. It's Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space.
So, okay.
Drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and
Let's
run after the
recap
catch.
the NFC
Good job
playoffs
there,
real
though,
quick.
holding him for a short gain.
as you know, right now, San Francisco and
They'll try and run
Philadelphia
forward with
are playing.
Sanders.
Oh,
Nice move in
he's
midfield. Room here to
no.
run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big run
Are going to be
there,
playing
29 yards
playing
on
the
first.
NFC
They only
Championship.
needed to come
This
up
is
with
San
the
Francisco's
blocking
3rd
was
time
good.
in
Of
4
course, you
years.
can't tamp him
This is
down
Philly's
when he gets
2nd
past that line
time
of scrimmage.
since
No, and guess
2017.
what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed
Who
so
was
well.
in
That's what you have to do in
NFC
short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right
Yeah, it was
spot.
New Orleans
taking on a
and
defender
LA.
to
Okay.
give him the chance that
That was
they
the
did,
Rams.
and he took
Yeah,
full
that was
advantage of it.
the infamous, the famous pass interference that wasn't pass interference.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. Another
And
run
I
with
mean,
Sanders. And down inside the 15.
Philly
shy of the 10.
was on a hot streak to start the season. We'll get to how Philly got here in a minute. Same thing with San Francisco. But
that is a running back who is not about to
they
go
both
down
clinched
easily.
playoff
He fought
spots
his way
early.
through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this
It
could be a
was
sign
it
of
wasn't
what this
until week
defense is in for,
18 where
because
they
you know
determined their
all week
seed.
long the
That
coaches
they
were
got the
preaching
1,
to
they
the
got the 2
defense.
seed.
You've got to be able to
And like I
ramp
said,
up against a
after
back like him,
week
or he
8,
can
week
make
9,
you
the
pay.
Packers and
Technique,
San Francisco
technique.
bye week.
And the next gen
They've
stat
been
shows us the
nonstop.
tale of how much yardage he was able
3
to
different
pick up
quarterbacks,
after the initial contact.
and it's their defense and their offensive weapons.
On
And
1st and 10, it's Sanders.
yeah.
And able to get him
Purdy,
inside the 5
Purdy,
here, just inside
Purdy,
the 5,
Purdy.
about the 4.
I don't know why I want to say
It's a
Purdy.
7-yard carry to set
Purdy,
them up with a 2nd and 3.
Purdy,
That's
Purdy,
really early
Brock
on.
Purdy.
It took a great play call
He's
to
just been
realize you want to
accurate.
establish a
Sure,
guy of
he's
his caliber
showing
runs
signs
like
like
this early.
he was the
Because
last
it's
pick
big
in the
dividends as
draft.
the game progresses.
But
A good run got 7 on
Hey, this is
first.
his
Here's
team now.
2nd and 3.
Philly, there was high hopes for Philly. You know, they
They're going to go
kind of snuck in the playoffs last year.
And he stopped after
They
the
were
game.
1 and done
Not enough. Still a yard
last
to go
year,
on 3rd
but
down.
they showed why,
Not much
you
on that
know,
run, Charles.
No,
why-
that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly.
they were willing to make that next step. They traded for AJ Brown. Hurts is their franchise quarterback as of now. But he's a mobile.
On 3rd and short.
Oh, how do you not? Oh,
And he'll be taken down, but he does
Anyway.
have 1st down yardage.
so Eagles got the 1 seed. San Francisco the 2 seeds. Minnesota gets the 3 seeds. And Tampa 8 and 9. The South does suck. They get the 4th seed. Okay. The NFC East, they were the division to beat this year. Cowboys, Giants both make it. as the 5th and 6th seed, while Seattle gets the 7th seed. They snuck in because Green Bay lost. My team lost. They had a chance to make it. They blew it. But hey, you know what? How everything has gone so far, it's like, is it good? Is it bad that they did not make the playoffs? It's a great debate. You know, would you want to be like Seattle? You want to make the playoffs and then just get your ass pounded in at the very last minute, or just in the first round? Not really. But yet, that's one reason why the NFL expanded the playoffs, because they want more teams, they want more revenue. That's why we have
for the extra point,
wild card weekend.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. The result,
That game against the Green Bay, if they just had a little more passion, they could. They maybe would have won the San Francisco and beat the Niners. But I digress. But anyways, you know, San Francisco, they sweep the Seahawks in 3 games. All 3 games they beat them. What else? The Giants, they beat the Giants. The Giants beat the Vikings. And then Dallas beat Tampa Bay. You know, the weaker teams lost, in my opinion, in the NFC. Seattle, they got in because they need the 17th. Vikings, they were the luckiest team, and they were frauds. They were just lucky, plain and simple. Lucky. They were 11-0 in 1 possession games in the regular season.
You want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high,
0-1
so maybe give him a couple easy
playoffs.
throws that he can complete, and then get to
And
the running
Tampa Bay,
game and
I
try
mean,
to get
someone
things
had to win the
settled
division.
Yeah, it's
They
still
had
the
the best
first half
quarterback.
here,
They
a
had a
long way to go.
defense. You know,
It's
they
a
win the
pickup
South.
of 4, and it'll bring up second
Tom
down.
Brady's only losing season.
touchdown right here. And if it's a long
And what does that say? In my opinion, that says,
run some plays, run some clock.
well, what's more impressive, Tom Brady not having a losing season until now, or Mike Tomlin, who has
Now a give, right
2
side,
years,
McCaffrey.
he's only been head coach 2 years less,
Down about the 28.
and Tom Brady's been in the league 2 years, maybe he's been something like that, but he's never had a losing season either. That's impressive to me. Wow.
That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
But Tom Brady's out of Tampa Bay, we know that.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd
I'm
down.
sure we'll talk more about that
Pass broken up.
when we do Super Bowl
Excellent coverage there.
all season talk and so
That was
forth.
not
So
easy
on and so
to
forth.
hold on
Anyway,
to.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That zero
but
on the
then,
scoreboard
you know, divisional
is
round,
glaring down at them
we
with
had
every incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian
New
native Mitch
England,
Wishnowsky to
why
put
did I
this
say
one
that?
away.
Philadelphia hosting the Giants, looking to sweep them one more time.
That's
And they
taken
did
on the
so.
25.
They just took it to the Giants.
A good
and
kick
then
that
let
time,
go.
but also a pretty good 15
And it's like, wow,
return. And it will be
these
football,
Eagles
1st and 10.
are a team to be reckoned with.
Philadelphia getting set to take the
But
field.
I still don't believe in
They've
the
got a
Eagles.
7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
If you're wondering who I think's gonna win this game, that's a hint. But then you had the Niners, Cowboys, the 9th time these two teams have met in the playoffs, tied.
And that one
let's see.
off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's
Most
incomplete.
common NFL playoff matchups.
So
think
now
that's what
2nd
it
and
is.
10
Okay,
after the
so
incompletion on 1st down.
we have Dallas and San Francisco.
Hurts
We
sets
have
up to throw it.
Los Angeles Rams, the Rams and Cowboys.
And he'll be
So the
tackled on
Cowboys
the other
have
side of midfield
there's been three matchups that have met 9 times in the playoffs.
Changes things a little bit because it gets man,
Cowboys 49ers, Cowboys Rams, and 49ers Packers.
So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Dallas Niners, that series is now 5-4. The 49ers have won. Let's see. The first time the Niners won was the catch in 82. Oh, he's short. The catch was the first time the Niners won. Beat Dallas. Then it was until 94 NFC Championship game. They would beat them again, and then they beat the Cowboys the last 2 seasons. Prior to that, no, the Packers beat the Niners in 95. Not the 93 season. Pretty sure 92 season.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession.
I know
they've got it with a second
the Rams and the Cowboys haven't. I don't even know the last time they played each other in the playoffs. But I'm very vivid about the Packers 49ers. And last year the 49ers took over that series. The first time they met was 95. The Packers and 49ers met in 95.
The offense on third down.
They met again in 96.
2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Packers won.
From the gun, it's
Hurts. They met again in 98. 4 straight years the Packers played the 49ers in the postseason. 4th time was a charm. And I think they met again in 2001.
It would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
2002, I think 2001. But Green Bay won that one.
Go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
But then they wouldn't meet again until 2012. Colin Kaepernick. 2013. Colin Kaepernick. 2019. Jimmy G. It was 5, 4, 7.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And then again, just last year with Jimmy G, and they took care of that too. I digress.
And turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The most played AFC matchup is Denver-Pittsburgh. Interesting. Vikings and Rams. Niners and Giants. Yeah, that seems a little right. Raiders and Steelers have only met 6 times. Chiefs and Bills met 5 times.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has the head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, what I want to see is how many times.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
I don't know, is this the first time these 2 teams are playing in the postseason against each other? It's very possible.
They'll try to run it in, going option right.
Anyways,
and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a
take a look how these 2 teams got here.
2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second goal for Philly. They're trying to expand their lead.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
They'll get a touchdown.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right.
See, it's over. But San Francisco defense has been pretty good.
Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll start with the option. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
San Francisco's on the drive.
On first down,
and,
this is
well,
and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down.
I mean, I'll throw this out real quick. You know, I was kind of rooting for them boys, obviously, but yet I've also said before that no team from the NFC East and make it to the Super Bowl. So therefore, by default, I have to root for San Francisco. Exactly this. Before this past weekend, they were the only non-NFC East team remaining. And they show why they're still playing. And why both, there's only one NFC East team standing left. And like them boys, you know, this caught a bad break. You know, they won their first road game in 30 years. They take on old playoff rival in San Francisco that, you know, last year they effed up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know, had a rematch. I mean, the place kicker can't kick any extra points. He's shanking it.
Throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And then they lost their backup running back, or their secondary running back, Tony Pollard, with a broken tibia. Which is sad. Like, Pollard was, to be honest, he had injury earlier in the season, or not that long ago, and
you can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right.
He's better than Zeke. Zeke's lost his stuff.
A lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield.
Shows. And then that last play of the game, what the hell?
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this
you have Zeke under center.
Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last time they went 3 and out.
Oh, bless me. Oh, oops, my bad.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he caught down.
Oh, yeah, right.
Picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one.
That last play
was
so I don't know what to say about it.
Down at the end of the play. But you
it's like Dallas trying to set up a flying leg or something.
And he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation.
Throw it to the left, have some blockers, throw it back to the right. But I'm surprised they wouldn't play for leaving a man downfield. But anyways, I digress. Let's get to this. I've been holding this off too long. Let's.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
How did the Philadelphia Eagles get the #1 seed? How did they get it?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Dallas Goedert.
As they're winning 14-0 right now.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. A give running left. It's Sanders. And down he'll go at the 25. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league.
Philly started the season at Detroit, and they took care of business. They got a little sloppy. Detroit was making a comeback, but they fell short. Week 2, they have their home opener, and they just blow out the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Week 3, same thing. They go to Washington, take care of the division rivals. Boom. Week 4, we simulate this game. They take on their old head coach Doug Peterson, Jacksonville, and close game, and boom, Eagles win.
Officially nothing on that
they
last
take on
run.
Arizona, boom, win there. Take on them boys, beat them. Take on the Steelers, beat them. They head to Houston, beat them on a short week. So they start the season 8-0. They take on the Commanders again, their 3rd divisional game of the year. And they fell short. They fell flat. Washington beats Philly.
Didn't get much.
And he can't find a receiver.
They get their first loss season. But they bounced back. They barely beat the Colts. Barely.
That's a step in the right direction defensively.
They were losing
16
to 10.
Like that. A good sack,
But
though.
a
Good
touchdown by Hurts late in the game
as you
gets them
said,
the
a
lead
step in
with
the
the
right
extra
direction.
point.
And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that
Then they take on Green Bay. They take care of the Packers. They host Tennessee. They beat them. They beat the Giants. They beat the Bears. Then what? This wasn't Thanksgiving. I forget what this was. This was Christmas Eve. They head to Dallas, and them boys beat the Eagles. Okay. And the funny thing is, if the Eagles lose out and the Cowboys win out, they win. The Cowboys win the East. They have a better divisional record. And then the Eagles lose again. They lost to the Saints, but Hurts is out. That's the second game he missed. He missed the Cowboy game. Gardner Minshew was in, and this came up short. But week 18, they beat the Giants. Finished the regular season 14-3.
When he keeps the football, it's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did.
And they get the first round bye.
He still got good yardage.
The next team they play again were the Giants, and they just walked all over them. Now here we are, they're in the NFC Championship. This is their second one since 2017. And you know,
and this offense on third down today.
Prior to that,
once in 4 tries.
they had 5 NFC Championship appearances.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
In the early
to 20 that gives him the first down.
I don't think they've been
yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores.
We'll see that in a minute or two.
But the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
But then, now let's take a look at San Francisco. We all knew the offseason turmoil. They're like, this is Trey Lance's team. Jimmy G, you're here. You're just going to be backup. Sure, we drafted Brock Purdy, but it's not like he's going to see the field. You know what I mean? So, week 1, they go to Chicago. It's a monsoon out there. And the Bears and Justin Fields take care of business. San Francisco just loses. 19-10. Okay. Next week, okay, we're back home. They take on Seattle. Geno Smith coming off a high, winning on Monday night against the Broncos. Against Russell Wilson. But what happens? They fall short. Seattle falls short. San Francisco wins 27-7. And that's what Trey Lance, this season, on the second play of the game.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few
and Jimmy G comes in and says, well, it pays off to keep Jimmy G. Week 3, they go to Denver. Sunday Night Football. Ugly game daily. 11-10. Okay. They host the Rams. You know, they've had success against the Rams. Shanahan hasn't lost to the Rams in the regular season in 2 years or whatever.
And they force a 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt.
They beat them. They beat the Panthers. They've got a roll. They've won 3 games. They're 3-2. They have a winning record. Then they lose to Atlanta.
35 yards that time on the punt. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining.
And the Chiefs come down, and the Chiefs just beat the living crap out of San Francisco's 3-4. But then they haven't looked back since. They beat the Rams again, the Chargers, the Cardinals, the Saints, the Dolphins, the Buccaneers, the Niners,
the Eagles
the
Seahawks,
to begin their the Commanders, the Raiders, the Cardinals.
A two-score lead here late in
Brock
the second
Purdy
quarter.
takes over. I
Left.
forget
We'll
when
see if they
exactly.
can work this at least
The
in a
Dolphins.
field goal range and try to get 3 to add on.
Then they just beat Seattle last week. They blew them out and they beat the Cowboys. And here we are. Now it's halftime.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
It's nearly a 40-yard
All right, here we are. We start the second half. Surprising. Philly only has 14-0. And they start with the ball, too.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders.
Oh, look at him go.
And some room to maneuver. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second and 5. Back to throw here. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's
okay, let's get to
and the Eagles are going to have a first and goal.
some fun facts of the NFC Championship game.
This offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
Obviously, the trophy is named after George H. Halas, the founder and owner of the Chicago Bears, who ironically have only won it twice. The Green Bay Packers have won it more times.
They'll run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time.
This will be San Francisco has played in the most NFC Championship games. They played in 17. This will be their 18th NFC Championship game. Next closest is Dallas, and Dallas has not played in one since 95. San Francisco, since 95, has played in they played in 3 straight with Harbaugh, so 1, 4, 7. They've played in 7 since 95. So you minus 7 from 11. They were in 11 NFC Championships prior to the Cowboys last. So they surpassed Dallas. LA, Minnesota, Green Bay, Philadelphia. This is their 8th. They played 7 so far. But let me see if they make. I forget what year it was. 82. 5 with Andy Reid. 36, 78, yep. Only 3 of them. Phillies 3 and 6, or 3 and 4 in NFC Championship games. San Francisco is 7 and 10. Only Dallas has won more at 8. So if San Francisco wins, they will tie Dallas and have played in the most Super Bowls for the NFC side.
This take it in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Every team in the NFC has appeared in the NFC Championship game. Detroit is the only one not to win an NFC Championship game. Arizona has won once and one lose. Seattle is 3-0. Tampa Bay is 2-2. Carolina is 2-2. Atlanta is 2-2. Chicago 2-3. Only 3 years ago. The New York Giants are 5-0 in NFC Championship games. Washington's 5-1. Phillies 3-4. Green Bay's 3-6. Minnesota's 3-6. LA's 5-6. Dallas 3-6. And San Francisco is 7-10.
Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one,
the Chicago Bears, I didn't realize they've been 5. I know 3 for sure. Actually, I know 4 for sure. I don't know the 5th one. Obviously, 85. And I think it was 89. 2006 and 2010.
Now to add the extra point.
88 I'm thinking of. when
it's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
85, yeah. That was your first
appearance. Defensively getting the interception, navigating his
way
into the end zone for
49ers.
the touchdown.
They lost to Green Bay in 2010. They won in 2006. I'm missing one. They've been to 5. Where's the 5th one?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
84. Okay.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
That's what I was saying. 84 season. The year prior, they lost to San Francisco. Next year, they beat the Rams. They beat the Super Bowl. They won their own Super Bowl. There you go.
This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And
the NFC East has 32 appearances, the NFC North has 26, NFC South 11. No surprise since the division was founded in 2002.
Now we'll get a stop
and the NFC West,
we've got an eagle slow to get
35.
up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look.
Here we go. Most common matchup. Dallas and San Francisco have met in the NFC Championship game 6 times. That's the most. 70, 71, 81, 92, 93, and 94. And Dallas won 4 of those. 8, 81.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Anyways, but then Dallas and Washington met twice. Dallas and Minnesota met twice. The Rams and Vikings met twice. Dallas and the Rams met twice. Rams and Buccaneers have met twice. Bears and Niners met twice. Rams and Niners met twice. Giants and Niners met twice. And Green Bay and San Francisco have met twice. Sheesh. Yeah, Dallas has the most victories, most losses for San Francisco, most appearances for San Francisco, most consecutive appearances. 4, 2 teams, 3 times. Oh, okay. Dallas was in 1970, 71, 72, 73. And then they did it again in 19, 93, 94, 95. And Philly 2001 to 2004. Okay. I see what they're saying.
Pressure too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Consecutive victories twice. 6 teams have done 8 times.
Here comes the 49ers punter now.
So,
as he'll punt it away
on the AFC side, the Dolphins and the Patriots have made, and Buffalo's made it to 4 straight Super Bowls. That's the longest. But then New England has went to 3 straight, and Miami went to 3 straight. The most the NFC has ever done is 2 straight. Cowboys did that twice in 70, 71, or did that 3 times actually. 70, 71, 77, and 78, and 1993. I think.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
I think in 77, maybe 78.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start.
But then they beat the Bills in that game. Vikings, they went to back-to-back Super Bowls for the NFC in 73 and 74.
have now
Washington went back-to-back
executed
years, and then 2 and 3. I know they beat the Dolphins, but then lost to the Raiders. San Francisco, they went back-to-back in 88, 89.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
I'm pretty sure they beat them.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as
Brock
they'll bring
was
it down
coach
shy of the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd
No, they
and
beat
7
Cincinnati.
coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the
And then they
highlight tapes,
beat,
but they've been moving it well all
then they beat
game on the
Denver.
ground. This is another one that keeps
Green
it
Bay in
moving
96 and 97.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
And then Seattle was the last NFC team to win
Here's
back-to-back
Hurts to
NFC
throw.
championship games in 2013, 2014.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire
The
game.
Lions are the
His
only one
percentage
that never
completion-wise
won an
way up,
NFC
not
championship
that
game.
time. Here's Brett.
There's only been shut out twice in the
He's
NFC
on to
championship
punt
game.
for Philadelphia.
Giants versus Washington in 87, and then the
And a fair
Giants
catch
and
taken back
Vikings
near
in
about the
2001.
36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The Rams have been shut out twice.
1st and 10.
They've been shut out twice in the championship game. Once against the Cowboys in 79, the other one was against the Bears in 86. That 85 defense, what do you expect? The Rams, the Cowboys, and the Eagles have the most losses in NFC Championship history with 3 straight.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard
San Francisco
line.
have hosted the
On
most with
1st down,
10,
Purdy.
most
Throw right
consecutive
side
games
is going to be
hosted
caught by
with
Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
most points
8-yard
scored.
gain,
Only
2nd and 2.
49? Largest margin of victory, 41-0, Giants over Vikings. I remember that one to some extent.
They run the option on 2nd down.
Oh,
And he'll get it out a
goes
couple
up
yards shy of
20-0.
midfield at the
That's not
38.
going to happen.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st
He was
down.
point scorer
that was
winning
all you're
team.
looking for.
Yeah, I think
Play
I
like
remember
get
that.
the
That was
first
where there was a
down and keep the
controversial
drive
catch in
moving.
it.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself,
Wait, no,
I
that was
got
79.
this.
I'm
I'll
thinking
take it.
different game.
I'll pick it up and let's keep moving.
He
Get
was
the
point
first
scored
down,
either
get a new
team.
set, and let's start
Zero.
over.
Here's
Oh,
Purdy on
either
1st
team.
and 10.
Either team is zeros.
And
There
they will not
have
get the
been
connection there. It's incomplete.
6
At this point in the
shutouts.
game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing,
We
they
haven't
need
seen
to
a
turn into
shutout since
positive
2001.
snaps.
The first
And
shutout was in
soon.
79 as the Cowboys beat the Rams. Then
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd
Tampa
and
Bay
10.
beat the Rams the following year in a shutout. 2 straight NFC Championship games, and the Rams
McCaffrey running up
The
the middle.
Rams
He's fortunate
can't
to
get on
anything from
the
back here.
board.
Up to the 49.
Defensively, we
No.
always
I read that wrong. Tampa Bay can't get on the board. So the previous year, Tampa Bay can't get on the board. They make it back to the NFC Championship game. This time, they shut out the Buccaneers.
Then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball
But then,
carrier.
85 the Bears get shut out by San Francisco.
Purdy with it
And
on
the same
3rd
thing
and
then.
long.
Turn around. The Bears, they get back to the NFC Championship game. They shut out the Rams that time.
Oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Half a foot. It'll be 4th and
And in
inches.
87, we see another shutout. Giants over Washington.
Tried to work his way back across the
And then we
field.
haven't seen one since
Something
2001
twitched
since
there,
the
partner,
Giants
because
shut
I
out the
think he wanted the
Vikings.
ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Okay, this is what I was looking for. Most combined points scored is 66. That makes sense. The other one was the most points scored by one team was 49. Yeah, that makes more sense. Longest game was the
On
98.
4th down, here's Purdy.
71 minutes,
He's going to
52
have this running
seconds.
back. It's complete.
January
And
17th,
he's going to have
1999.
the
And
Niners first
at
down
Minnesota
as they
game went
find a way
overtime.
to convert.
Because Gary Anderson couldn't make a field
That's a
goal.
4th down
At
pickup
getting
of
this
10
one in
yards
2
and an
full
opportunity
seasons, and
certainly
finally
missed on the
choked.
defensive side. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a
Giants
1st
own
and
the
10
most
inside the
wins in overtime
35.
with 2.
Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right.
Most championships lost in overtime.
Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Two teams hold that, and they did it twice. Green Bay and Minnesota.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing
another
with
fun
his pass rush
fact.
moves right now.
Detroit
Showing a little bit of
has
everything.
never hosted
They have no way
an
of stopping
NFC
him.
Championship game.
After the sack, it's
And
second
they're the only team that never
19,
win an
and it
NFC
gets a bit
Championship game.
tougher
They've only
from
been
here.
one appearance, and that was at Washington.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Oh, San Francisco's on the drive. They have a chance here.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in
Longest
this
drought,
situation,
yeah.
the defense was
Ironically,
effective, able to stop it
long-
before he
longest
get a good
drought
steam going.
It's been a
Is
pretty
the
long
1991
drive. This will be
NFC
play number
Championship game
9. And they
between
need 10
Detroit
yards out
and
of it on
Washington.
third.
Neither team has made it back to the NFC Championship game since.
Purdy now to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Longest drought without an NFC Championship 50 years.
Defense in this situation.
Largest comeback was 17 when San Francisco was failing. That was against Atlanta.
Stayed in great communication, and as he
Matt Ryan
dragged
is
across
just
each zone,
there's overtime
you see him
games.
pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed
First
him off
time
to each
game win
defender.
overtime was in 98.
Ended up making a nice play,
In
even though
2007,
it was complete.
2009, 2011, 2014,
Robbie
2018.
Gould on now
So,
trying to field goal.
it is very
From the right hash,
possible.
It's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good.
It's
And
very
that drops the
plausible
deficit
that we
from
might see
28 to
that overtime. But yet,
25.
how ironic, we
Kinda
haven't
surprised by that
seen
they
a
kicked
game
the field
gone
goal.
into
I guess
overtime
you
this
get some
postseason yet.
points, but this
Not
deficit
saying it's
third
that
quarter, I don't
common.
know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you
I
on
should
that.
really look
When
up
you're down
overtime,
that much, kicking a field goal,
postseason
does it feel a
overtime
little bit
games.
maybe waving the white
Waving the white- I
flag
was
and
just
just want to
gonna
get
say
out of
that.
here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
No, I don't want rules as overtime.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Well, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches.
NFL overtime, 13 playoff
This team
games
has
that
it under
have
control.
field
I remember
call
hearing
for
about
the
Bob Knight years ago in
There
basketball.
has to be more.
Getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through,
Maybe that's what I want. I
losing
want
tonight."
NFL coach.
He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders.
Wow, that's just
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the
There's
28.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Talk about
6
defenders
games that have
specifically,
gone to double
linebackers keeping their
overtime.
eyes in the
And
right
that
spot.
includes
They
one
had
in
their eye
the
down the
AFL.
entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong
I'll say I was
place.
right. Portsmouth
But you're right
Spartans
about
that
that
would
one.
later
He
become Detroit.
correctly figured that one out.
So yeah, it was
and made a
it
really
was
nice
Portsmouth
play.
versus Chicago in the first NFL championship game.
But it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to
Green
punt
Bay
for
and Dallas
Philadelphia.
have had the most NFL
And he'll get this away
or
to the icy winner
postseason
air.
playoff appearances.
And the fair catch is made at
If
about
we
the
were eliminated,
27-yard
they would
line. So a change of possession here on the
See
punt.
if-
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
First postseason game we played under these rules was in the 58th NFL Championship game, the so-called greatest game ever played. With Alan Michi, Wisconsin legend.
We worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, maybe this will tell me.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Looking deep for Jennings.
Nope.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Oh, maybe that's what I want. Tell me
From
something.
the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's so tough, man.
On 3rd down,
Big 3rd down here.
Toward the sideline, and he will
And now
have the
take us
first
to
down as he was able to keep
4th
the
quarter
field.
finally.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
So San Francisco did get a field goal. They're on the drive now. They're looking to capitalize and get a touchdown. They need 4 touchdowns.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just set up the screen, McCaffrey. I mean, that was the big acquisition that the Niners did this during midseason, was trading for McCaffrey. They're trying to go all in.
That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Purdy will look to throw again here. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Purdy looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Purdy, big 4th down.
You got the first down.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
What? Oh, and of course he fumbles it, and he's off to the races.
No,
he's gonna get caught. Oh my God.
He's at the 50, 30, 20.
Oh, horse honky. No, whatever.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
That's the one thing Madden's not getting right with this, is how good Prudy is in San Francisco defense. I mean, don't get me wrong, yes. Seattle, Philadelphia can score. Okay? They can light it up.
This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coaches.
It's not going to be a 35-3 blowout. San Francisco has a pretty good defense. Prudy protects the ball. He's not going to run. He's not running quarterbacks. I don't know why they do that crap.
And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the
ball. We're just going to enjoy this.
Benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot.
I'll give my picks in a little bit.
Harder to move it.
From the 38, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I mean, it's a little hard to believe this is San Francisco's third NFC Championship game in the last 4 years. You know, how the whole Jim Harbaugh experience went. He was there for 4 seasons, I believe. His first 3 NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, NFC Championship game. And then he floundered in 2014.
They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball
all over the place against them. Then he was like going 2014.
They have pride too on that side of the ball.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the
Chip Kelly in 2015. He got let go, and then they had another head coach in 2016.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped.
He was let go, and then it's been Kyle Shanahan since in 2017.
Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They got got their quarterback. They traded for Jimmy G.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay down.
Finally got a winning record as a head coach. He hasn't had a winning record until this season.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as
Billy on
screens
the
in
other
order to
hand,
get open,
okay, like I
that
said,
makes things tougher. Guys trying
ironically,
to get to the football.
Buying time to his left.
Ironically, you had them run with Andy Reid come to him and then it was Chip Kelly that took over. Worst kept secret.
This team,
He took over.
been put through the ringer in this one.
It was divisional champions his first season, and then he just, got he did a fire sale, and it just didn't work out.
And he has another first down,
and then
so get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 11 more yards.
He was fired, and then he began picked up for Philly, or for San Francisco. But then I think then it was Doug Peterson took over, I do believe.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
2016, Chip Kelly was fired at the end of the 2015 season, so 15, 14, 13.
And the natural inclination is to
Was
hold
he only
on,
head coach for 3 seasons?
and that's going to get called every time.
4 seasons.
McCaffrey following the penalty.
13, 14, 15. He was only the head coach for...
Back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And it's defensive
he was only the head
end
coach
off the ball quickly,
for the Eagles for 3 seasons.
making a tackle. That's
And
what we
then
saw right
he became the
there.
coordinator.
That's what their job is, and really a lot of the time
look,
they have to
they're
throttle
back
back
in
a
the...
little bit in the run game because
Doug Peterson takes over,
like in a sprinter
and
stance,
the second year
they're
as
just
head
headed
coach
straight for the
in
quarterback.
Philly.
That was good recognition on that play.
Oh,
to hold them
surprise,
to no gain.
and fumble.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Second year as head coach in Philly, he was Super Bowl. But then...
Decent deficit at this stage in the second half.
It was
4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that
2018, 2019 he struggled. 2020 was the final straw, and then they fired him. Fired Doug Peterson, and then they hired... Oh, whatever. They gotta go for it. So the Silver Wizards and the Eagles have turned it around since. They won a Super Bowl in 2017. The first time the Eagles have won a Super Bowl ever. Last time they won a championship was in 1960, and they beat the Packers in Vince Lombardi's first championship game. So, 4th and goal at the 6th. They have to go for it.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
No, they say good.
Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Well, will they give it to them?
And we remember, of course,
review.
all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
I'd say it's a touchdown.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After further review.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
I mean, they're winning. Now the question is, will they go for 2 or not? Because if they go for 2 and they hit it, no, they're going for 1. Robbie Gould, 40 years old, still going strong.
And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould
They don't go
now
for
to
the
kick it
onside kick, they
away.
just kick it deep. That's surprising.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And out now come the Eagles. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch.
But here we go. Quick thoughts and picks.
Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
San Francisco versus Philadelphia.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
San Francisco has won now 12 straight. They have a healthy quarterback, potential quarterback of the future, potentially, success in years to come, defense if they can hold everything.
Let's close this one out.
From the 34
And
here's first and 10.
I just like San Francisco's side. Philly, on the other hand, they have a young quarterback. They have a great defense. They have offensive weapons. They have everything.
He'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And
right now, they want to
I
show
think
the
it's going to be much closer. It's not going to be that high scoring.
It's a
Because
second down
you look
run
at
with Sanders. And this winds up a
Seattle's
pickup of 2,
or
maybe 2.5
Philly's 3 losses.
to about the 39.
Against Dallas, against Washington, and New Orleans. Hurts was hurt, so on and so forth. I think it's going to be a much closer game. I think Seattle's going to give it, San Francisco's going to give it all. They're going to go into Philadelphia, they're going to beat the Eagles, and they're going to the Super Bowl. On the flip side, we're going to have Kansas City versus Cincinnati. We mentioned last year. Same thing. Cincinnati's just on fire. They've won 10 in a row. 3 regular season, 2 postseason. Kansas City, who knows about Patrick Mahomes and bum ankle? How well he's going to be acting.
Throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
So,
and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
I gotta go with Cincinnati in that one.
Keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
I think Cincinnati's going to go into Kansas City. They're going to beat the Chiefs because, the whole excuse of Mahomes' bum ankle, and take advantage of that. But that's the name of the game. So I'm going with San Francisco, Cincinnati. Cincinnati's never lost an AFC Championship game. So why start now to some extent? To some extent, I'm rooting for
it's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Wouldn't mind a KC Philly game. Andy Reid. It would have been better if neither of them won their Super Bowl, respective Super Bowl, a few years back.
Start this drive, and like you said,
Something that we had to get.
They may just stick with it.
But we could see if we get San Francisco, Cincinnati, that'll be the 3rd time we see those 2 franchises win the Super Bowl, and it'll be the 2nd time ever we have a three-peat. A 3-match, or what I mean. The only other time we've seen that happen was Pittsburgh, Dallas. But that looks like that's going to be the last play. So, Madden likes Philly, favorite there, San Francisco. We'll have to tune in to the AFC Championship game to see who wins that and who Madden thinks is going to go to Super Bowl 57.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't.
There you have it. Madden likes the Eagles to win the NFC Championship game with George S. Halas Trophy. And but just like in the game against Seattle that we see, they had Seattle beat San Francisco, which I highly doubt. I think it's going to be a much closer game, much lower scoring game, more like 27-31. San Fran.
It's really nice to watch in the second half.
If you consider that low score. There you go. There you have it. So, man likes the Eagles. I like San Francisco. I said tune into my other video for the AFC Championship game. Like I said, in that one, I like Cincinnati. But, anyways, we only got one more game left after these two. And that'll be it. So until then, adios, muchachos.